everybody, I'm Alanis King, and I'm going to Vegas for Formula One! But before I do that, I should tell you, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment on the video, maybe like it if you like it. Stick around and we'll bring you more stuff, whether it's motorsports or cars. On the way to Vegas, we are driving this bright blue, beautiful looking Alfa Romeo Giulia because 2 days ago, I was not going to the Vegas F1 race. And then I decided to call Alfa. I said, hey, do you have any extra tickets? And they said, yeah, here's a car, here's some tickets, here's a hotel, have fun. Shout out Alfa, thank you so much. So we're making the 4-hour drive over there. But we figured it would be fun to make some stops along the way and tell you about the car. And our first stop is right behind me. It is Auto Club Speedway.
Or it used to be Auto Club Speedway. If you don't know the backstory behind this track, this is a 2-mile NASCAR track. Pretty beloved, created some really great finishes in recent years, but NASCAR is selling off a bunch of the land right here. It's California, real estate is pricey, and they're gonna turn this into a short track instead of the 2-mile oval that it currently is. So there are construction trucks everywhere. They're in the process of tearing it down, and soon this track will no longer exist. But what does exist is this beautiful Giulia, and look at this color.
It's
Isn't
incredible.
that stunning?
Wow, I love this color. Usually when you think of Giulias and Alfas, you think of red, and this pulled up in blue, and I thought, ooh, this is gonna be fun.
It's optioned pretty well. We love the blue color as an option. But as we go to Vegas, we're gonna make some stops along the way, and we're gonna kind of break down what are the other options and take an in-depth look at this Alfa Romeo Giulia.
Yes, we are.
Standing right in front of me, you used to be someone to me. You took all of my energy and had some infidelities. The real estate inside my head you took is never coming back, but you said that it wasn't personal.
We are in the middle of the desert, hiking around, and there are a bunch of ants out here, aren't there?
We decided to go for a little walk, you know. It's a beautiful landscape between LA and Las Vegas on the way to the Las Vegas GP. And what better place to go for a walk than the desert?
Problem is, you can't look at all the beautiful landscaping because you have to look at the ground to make sure you don't step in the ants.
You know, there's a surefire way to know that you are in the middle of nowhere is when you see some road signs kind of like this.
Yep,
No cell service, no fuel sources.
No, nothing out here.
There ain't nothing out here.
Nope, it is just us.
But you know what? There is one thing out here.
Me, you, and that Alfa right there.
The Alfa Romeo.
Look at how the sun is hitting this car in the desert. Oh my goodness. This is some beautiful paint. I am telling you. This car is the Giulia Veloce. This is not the Quadrifoglio. I know you wanted it to be a Quadrifoglio. I'm sorry. But this car is still so beautiful. I mean, this design at this point is old. This has been around for like, what, 6-7 years at this point, and it still looks really, really new and really, really good. So the Veloce, it's a little slower than the Quadrifoglio. We have a different engine in here. We have a turbocharged inline-4 with 280 horsepower. I think the Quadrifoglio is like 505 from a V6, so not quite as fast, but still looks, honestly, just as good. This car is really, really nice, and we are driving it to Vegas right now.
What are some of your favorite things about this Alfa Romeo?
I love the way it looks, and it really, really, really drives well on the highway. I didn't know what to expect. Sometimes you get in a car and you don't know if it's going to drive well on the highway or not. It is very smooth on the highway. There is not a lot of road noise. It's a comfortable car to take from LA to Vegas on a very straight and kind of boring road to drive on. It's comfortable, you know, it's not fast.
Yeah, 280 horsepower, but it gets you where you need to go.
It gets you where you need to go.
And you look good when you do it, especially with this blue paint job.
And you know what? I know all of y'all were thinking this was a Quadrifoglio, so we paid less for this one. We didn't pay for this one, but if you pay less for this one, everyone will wonder if it's a Quadrifoglio. Just take the badges off, you'll be good.
Yeah, so all of these press cars, they come with something called a Monroney.
Monroney!
And let's take a look at this car's Monroney to see what the
have
options are and what the cost of some of these options are if you were to buy
this Alfa Romeo.
So give it 2 seconds here. Guess how much this car cost? 1, 2. It cost $54,550. And hun, you really wanted to talk about the options here.
Well, if you just look at the options, some of the options, where's the paint? Let's see. It's Misano blue metallic exterior paint. What does a paint job like this cost?
Well,
if you ask Porsche,
this costs $15,000 on a 911 GT3.
yeah, and it would be worth it.
And it would be worth it.
This paint job right here is only $660 from Alfa Romeo.
This is a nice looking paint.
It's an optional upgrade, but to me, that's not even an option.
It's not even an option.
You
You just do it. I mean, it's it just looks so good, and this car already looks really good. Put this paint on here. What's interesting about this paint is that it's just got this like beautiful, like lighter blue shimmer to it when the sun hits it. Like not quite teal, but light enough to where it just, it has so much depth.
Another option I think looks really, really good on this car are these wheels. These are the 19x8 and 19x9 Sport 5-hole aluminum wheels.
Rotary phone wheels.
They look awesome, honestly.
Gotta dial somebody up, but you don't have any cell service here, so.
Yeah, no cell service out here in the middle of nowhere. But these are optional, and they are $1,250 on this car. Well worth it, I think. You gotta get that. You gotta get the Misano blue paint. But hey, you know, we have places to go, people to see, races to watch.
Ooh, races to watch. We're going to qualifying tonight.
Yep.
Hopefully no manhole covers come up and qualifying after 8 minutes.
Hopefully no manhole covers come up on I-15 while we're going.
Hopefully none of that. That would be horrible.
We're driving to Vegas still, and that is not Vegas. That is something else.
This is fake Vegas. I think even that is like fake Excalibur right there.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
It's Whiskey Pete's.
Whiskey Pete's?
Whiskey Pete's. Welcome to
this.
Prim, Nevada. That sounds like a member of the Addams family.
This is like if you have a gambling addiction and you just can't quite make it all the way to Vegas. You're like, it's good enough.
You ran out of gas and you're like, it's a long night. I'm gonna stop here. It looks like they have a roller coaster. I would go on the roller coaster.
You would die on that roller coaster.
No, it's fine. It's fine. There's a roller coaster. Look at that. I would go on that roller coaster in a heartbeat.
Buffalo Bills?
He's not going to let me go
Wasn't
on the
he like a
roller
murderer,
coaster.
Buffalo Bill?
I don't know.
Who names their roller coaster after a murderer?
Now he has a roller coaster. Oh my goodness.
I could be wrong about that. He may just be a really nice guy. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Tell us about the car though.
Oh my goodness. This microphone is going to freak out because I just cackled really loud. Okay, so this is the car. Wow. I have been in it for like 4 hours at this point, and this car is so comfortable to drive on the road. Like, there is not a lot of road noise. There is not a lot of wind noise. It is nice and smooth out here. It's been great to be in this car for 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever.
Yeah, and the way it's geared on the highway, it's, you know, in some ways similar to the C8 Corvette. You can be driving down the highway doing the speed limit, and it'll be turning like 1,500 RPM. That's pretty impressive, and I love to see that.
It is literally turning like 1,750 right now, and I'm going 70 miles an hour. Like, it's so smooth. It is a very enjoyable car to drive on the highway. Haven't gotten to drive it on like anything fun because the road from LA to Vegas is just straight the whole time. But I mean, it's okay. It's good for commuting. I would say the one thing that's bad about commuting is that it's not very good at lane keep warning. So like, it thinks that you're leaving your lane when you're not. So it'll be like, stop leaving your lane. And you're like, I'm not leaving my lane. So if you buy this car, I would turn that off. Welcome to day 2 of Formula One, and we're having fun, aren't we, dear?
We're having a great time.
We're having a fantastic time. We're at the Wynn. McLaren and O'Gara invited us over to their like display thing with a bunch of McLarens in it and a $65,000 sim rig. And I just want to say, my husband got 5 laps on that sim rig. Never ran the Vegas F1 track before. The car was full of fuel, and he ran Yuki Tsunoda's Q1 time. And I was like, dear, that's so exciting. And he's like, it could have been better.
It could have been better. It was full of fuel, but you know what? We're out here car spotting by the Wynn.
Car spotting.
Because, hey, you know, what else can you see out here?
DBX.
DBX, okay.
Right there.
Great color on it.
Incredible DBX color right there.
Let's see.
Got a Prius.
The old Prius next to the G-Wagon.
G-Wagon, and behind the Prius is the Rolls-Royce Phantom. Oh my goodness. This is like way above us. When we come to Vegas and we pay for it, we stay at like the Excalibur. We are disgusting low people. This is out of our realm here. We saw a McLaren Elva drive by.
Yeah, we're just hanging out over here.
Elva.
$2.2 million.
Elva at the Wynn. Crazy stuff. But Formula One was honestly super fun. We could not record anything for y'all last night because they were blasting music, and you know, YouTube loves music in videos. They will not get mad at you at all for that. So we couldn't talk to you, but we recorded a bunch of stuff, and I think you can see that they had a bunch of free food. No one was in line for the free food. We ate all the free food. It was incredible.
Yeah, so there's some tips I think we should give to the fans.
Yes.
If you're coming to Vegas F1 in the future.
First tip.
First tip is maybe bring some Tupperware because the food is free and there's no lines.
No one's there. Second tip.
Second tip is bring your walking shoes because getting anywhere is very difficult.
Yeah, we are at the Park MGM and we walked all the way to the Wynn. It was like 2 miles to get here. But you know, it was also like very roundabout because they completely tore up the strip to make the track. So you have to go in and out and up and down and more so than usual at the track. Do we have any more tips, hon?
Wait till the last minute to buy your hotel because the prices about, I don't know, 4 days before the event, they are in the tank.
In the tank. You can just come and watch this stuff. And what's crazy is they put up the black viewing tarp so you can't see the track. It's nighttime Formula One. You can see right through it. You can see the track. It's cool. You got views. You can do stuff. The grandstands have food. We loaded up on the grandstand food.
Yeah, if on your Venn diagram on one side you have F1 as far as your interest, on the other side is Las Vegas.
And in the middle is free junk food.
Yep.
Fried peanut butter and jelly.
Then this is the place for you.
This is it right here. I'm having fun. Look, I know the headlines were not great before the race. I know there is still stress. I know the locals are mad about this. All very valid. I'm still having the time of my life right now. So I think that counts for something.
What did you get, dear?
I got a fake Las Vegas Grand Prix shiny jacket. Look, it's written on it. Oh my goodness. Thanks to my wonderful friends Tiernan and Shanali, who are knockoff McLaren. We met like, 2 years ago, right? Like 2 years ago. They come to the races dressed up as whichever McLaren drivers are in the car right now. And they have to update their outfits. And this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. This is so exciting for me. Like, I want to put this on right now.
Yeah,
it doesn't
put it
even
on
match
right now.
my outfit.
Yes. It matches everything. It matches everything. You look great. You get a bonus knockoff McLaren patch.
I got a knockoff McLaren patch. Oh my god.
Knockoff McLaren.
This is incredible. I'm so happy.
Okay, but we're here for another reason.
We're here for another reason. We have Lewis Hamilton's non-alcoholic tequila, okay? They're giving...
What's the name of it?
It's called Almave. They just... Oh, wait, you stopped recording.
Nope, we're still going.
Oh, sorry, I don't know how the GoPro works. They just give you these drinks in the Wynn right now. We just came and sat down. We're just chilling, and they gave us free non-alcoholic tequila. So we're gonna taste it. And he informed everyone that I am not a professional alcohol taster. So
Okay, so tell us what it is. It's 100% agave.
Yes.
It's from Jalisco.
Sure, whatever
and,
he said.
It's non-alcoholic. They say it's the first one to be 100% agave and non-alcoholic. So we're gonna give it a taste. It's Lewis Hamilton's new tequila.
All right, are we okay? So we got a tutorial. We have to put it in our mouth, swish it around, and then breathe out, and then try it. That's what we're doing.
Okay, go for it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't worry about us.
We got traffic here.
Please, don't worry about us. Okay, are we ready? Yeah. Let's do it. Okay, now we taste it. Okay. It tastes different than I expected. Yeah. Because it doesn't have the tequila burn. So I feel like I'm actually tasting the taste.
Is this what tequila tastes like?
Is this what tequila tastes like?
It's amazing. It's really nice.
Like it tastes like almost flowery, minty. Like, but I feel like when you're drinking actual alcohol, you're so used to the burn that you don't actually taste much of the spirit. Mm-hmm. Much of the spirit, and I'm actually tasting something here, so it was a little jarring.
I know. I thought it was gonna be harsher.
Yes,
I thought it was
like harsher
very
too.
Bright.
Yeah, it's like almost sweet.
It is a little sweet. A little sweet, but I'm not worried I'm gonna get a headache.
But exactly, and it's like, I don't know, it has that like tang of alcohol, like it has that like lasting existence of alcohol in your mouth, but no burn.
Give us a 1 through 10. What is the rating on this?
I don't know anything about alcohol.
No, rate it 1 through 10.
Compared to other drinks?
Nope, 1 through 10.
1 through 10. I'm gonna go with a solid 7.
7. Okay.
I'm thinking 8.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, it's really nice.
I'm thinking like a 7. This is very Lewis Hamilton to me, like just the vibe.
The fact that it's free here,
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Absolute 10 out of 10.
Cheers. Well,
Cheers. That we passed on the way there, because there is a dust storm happening and someone wrecked. And to go 12 miles, my phone is telling us to do a 2-hour circle around this highway. So we were like, no, we're not gonna sit in that. We're not gonna do a circle. We're gonna stop here and probably get some terrible food and wait it out. Right, hon?
Yeah, you know, I'm glad that we're not just stuck in the middle of the desert. I mean, we are in the middle of the desert, but at least there is a little oasis of bad casino for us to stop at. And
there's the pre-Vegas Vegas, and I really want to get on this roller coaster, but it's not running. I bet it is like not up to some kind of safety standard. But I mean, it's so big. I want to get on it. I have not seen a single person on it though, so I'm not counting on that. But Vegas Grand Prix was interesting. I think it's cool that the entire narrative leading up to the race was like, oh, this is a spectacle. They're doing this for entertainment, not sport. And then we got there, and after qualifying, everything was super sleepy. And then the race was amazing. Like, it was supposed to be a spectacle, and it ended up being a sport.
It was crazy. And you know what? I'm glad that we went. It was a lot of walking. I think my legs are going to fall off. My feet are pretty raw. But hey, you know, it was a first of many for us.
Yes.
First F1 race in Vegas since the early 80s.
Since they went in the parking lot, the Caesars Palace Grand Prix. You should look it up.
Yeah, but it was a good time. We enjoyed it.
It was a great time. We had fun, and we really thought we missed everything by driving back to LA. We were like, we're good. There's no traffic. We got out of Vegas so easily, and then we hit whatever this is, and we're screwed. We thought, oh, those people at the airport, poor them. They had to get there 4 hours early. No, we're gonna be here for like 4 hours in this traffic, but it's fine. I got an Alfa Romeo Las Vegas Grand Prix hat. I got an Alfa Romeo Giulia, and I got a casino hopefully full of interesting things I can do, but it's probably not.
Well, let's go check it out.
Let's go.
3 hours. And the road never reopened, and there's literally one main road from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. So we have to do a 2-hour detour due to the dust storm. So welcome to the middle of nowhere. It's a good thing we like driving this car because we're gonna be in it a lot longer than we thought.
Who would have thought a dust storm? I didn't even think that was a thing, but...
So it's a 12-mile stretch of closed road for this dust storm. And in order to get those 12 miles on another road, it takes more than 2 hours. So we are going through the mountains right now, and everyone coming the opposite way from Los Angeles is covered in dust. So this poor Giulia with this beautiful paint is going to be coated by the time we're done with it.
Yeah, but you know, this is kind of the end of our journey with the Giulia. We've enjoyed our time with it. It's been a good car for us, been a good companion.
It's been a great car. We're gonna try to get to Los Angeles. I don't know if we'll update you again, but if this video posts, it means we made it.
Yep, and how can people stay in touch with everything you got going on?
Ooh, all right. You can like, you can subscribe, you can comment on this video. Tell me how you enjoyed our trip to the Vegas Grand Prix. You know, the race was really fun. Everything around the race, the logistics were a little weird, but overall we had a blast. So keep in touch, get me on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to me on here, hit that notification bell, and we'll update you sometime in the future about what we're doing. See you next time.